often in the film industry you find groups of people working together repeatedly. The same team works together again and again. But in your case, I think it's always a fresh group of people that you work with.
Not
Is
really.
that deliberate?
Not really. Yeah, some of the crew is repeated, like my editor, for instance, has been continuous till from Agnisakshi till the last one. Cinematographers keep changing because they're also busy, you know. Sometimes when I want them, they're not free. They're not
Available.
as jobless as you think. So, you know, it's basically each film requires a different kind of working style.
But there are certain clicks that you see in the industry. That doesn't.
I don't know. I don't think that is important. The clicks and everything. So you choose a, you know, like you choose an instrument that is suitable for that.
Okay.
Like they're all basically your colleagues to actually create your vision. It's basically your vision that they are creating. So in that sense, you find the right person at that time too.
So the vision keeps changing.
Not the vision,
Okay.
but the particular style might require someone else, you know, which is suitable. And working with a new person, you also learn a lot of things. Whereas you work regularly with one person, then, you know, there is not much to explore anymore in each other.
Okay.
So you also kind of are pushed to a new challenge each time.
Okay. You have a movie like Electra that won a lot of awards but didn't reach the audience.
Yeah.
You have a movie like Artist where you go to court, you know, to get it not being moved from a theatre. So what do you learn from these kind of experiences, and what do you think must change?
Well, it's basically the production and distribution and the exhibition system is quite decadent. They have not imbibed the new values either of entrepreneurship or of the need of the media or the changing tastes of the audience. They are still stuck in that, you know, 10 years or 25 years time warp. That's the biggest challenge we face, you know. Whereas in places like in Mumbai or Bangalore, you have a lot of multiplexes, a lot of options, a lot of screening, new ways of screening, scheduling and all that. None of it is available here. And unfortunately, some of the big theatres are controlled by the state. And the state is so much more commercial in a crass way than, you know, a private operator, which is sad. It speaks so much about the kind of changing commercial mentality of the state and the people and everybody, and it's quite frustrating sometimes. But then, you know, you keep fighting and
Moving on.
you go ahead. Yeah.
Many of your movies very often touch upon subjects that are taboo in society, in our society. And you talked about this new generation movies, you know, so-called new generation movies that are very bold. Do you think this is a reflection of the changes happening in our, taking place in our society? Are we becoming less hypocritical?
Well, there is certainly a change, you know, thanks to the technology and thanks to the global economic scenario and everything. There is certainly a change in the sensibility of the new audience. They wouldn't like to, you know, accept the kind of sentimental crap that can be, you know, pushed over them all the time. You know, that kind of a romantic notion.
Ideal picture.
Yeah, all those things are laughable now. People just hoot. But however, I'm not very, very happy or optimistic about the change also. You know, you also have extremely abhorrible films getting huge success at the same time, even now. You know, I don't want to name them, but we all know it. So that is happening at the side by side. Whereas there is new themes, new actors coming into it. You don't need to have the superstar to make a successful film. All that is our welcome change. There is certainly more openness, truthfulness about relationships, about certain values in society and so on, which is all greatly, you know, welcomed. but the picture is not very rosy yet, you know. I think this whole mentality about I'm making a product to make money, that being the essential thread of this adventure. If that is a line, then I'm wary of that. My approach had always been, I'm trying to make a work of art, something to communicate about the world and myself and yourself. I want it to succeed in the market too, you know. So that's the kind of line I would like to take. So there is a difference basically.